been a grind of a season for this whole team. I'm just wondering, you played 40, you didn't look any worse for wear, through the 40. How much of it is being older, veteran experience that helps you work your way through that, and what kind of advice or way can you help your teammates when you see they're getting tired that will help them through it?
I mean, obviously, it's always tough when we're in those situations and we get tired, but I think at the end of the day, it's just getting mentally tough and, push through, especially towards the end of the game when everyone is getting more tired. And, whenever I can, just motivate my teammates and sticking together, and trying to get as much points as we can so we can have the lead and get the win.
Caroline, a couple of things. First of all, did you hit your head again today? Because it seemed like you might have just briefly. But secondly, are you feeling a lot better? You looked like you were stronger today, a little more fluid out there. Are you just feeling better physically overall if you're not getting hit in the head?
Yeah, I got a hit to the head in the end of the game, but I'll be all right. And yeah, I think just being able to kind of get back to the flow, like I said, just trying to improve every day a little bit, and being able to kind of just play with the patience and just being more comfortable out there and kind of knowing that this is something that I'm dealing with and I'm working on it and just having to play through stuff like that.
This is for you guys. Coach said earlier this week that turnovers are an individual problem and kind of just players just in the mentality of that. How do you guys feel like you can solve the turnover issue and bring them down?
Yeah, I think definitely we're in control with most of our turnovers, so it's just by playing smarter and handling the ball with care, and really taking care of those possessions, because the more turnovers that we have, the more possessions that we're losing and getting opportunities to score out of them.
Anything else from the players?
Lou, so at the end of the game, like you're talking about the mental toughness, and then at the end of the game, you had like a couple great plays. Like Caroline made a couple great plays. You hit a couple part is that mental toughness, like when you get to the end of the game, can you almost see like, oh my God, we made it through the whole game? Is that like was that like part of the mental toughness, like at the end of the game, to kind of finish strong?
Yeah, I mean, you want to finish the game strong, and I think that when Dorka hit the 3 and we were at the lead of 10 points, I think that helps us a lot just to motivate us and keep pushing through. And like you said, Caroline had also a couple of points that really helped us. And when you see your teammates just going up like that, it just help us. I think help everyone just to stay together and to finish strong.
For Caroline or Aaliyah, kind of in the spirit of New Year's Eve, what have you guys learned about this group of women and how they respond to adversity just within the past 12 months?
I think we've had to deal with a lot of adversity, and I think it's really, we've always been saying this, it's really brought us together, and I think it's honestly unfortunate, but it has made us a better team, because we're always like, we have each other's back, and we know that unfortunately like this stuff happens to us, and we know that it's next man up, and we'll help each other through it, we help each other get back, and then once people are back, then we can find our flow. So I think it really has helped us, and it's definitely made us closer on and off the court, kind of dealing with everything we've had to go through.
Kind of going off that, just for any of you guys, just what is the excitement just knowing that Easy's getting back closer to return and getting that production, getting the team kind of closer to whole again?
Oh yeah, it's great. I mean, she's warming up with us today, and slowly but surely she's coming back. And I think that, as Caroline touched on, with everything going on, the challenges that we face as a team, it brings us closer. But to know that AZ's coming back and our team's almost complete, it's amazing to kind of just be back on a norm.
Lou, can you say what does it feel like physically to play 40 minutes or like how hard is it to be mentally tough, and then physically do like need to lay down after, or like how does it feel to play that 40 minutes?
I mean, you know, I see like my college career as something that I can't take for granted, and having that last year, you know, I still feel fortunate to play a lot. So even though it's very tiring, I see those moments are good moments, and you know, you just have to keep pushing through and get a breather every time out, and just rest after the game. Lay down, yeah.